Now let's understand service and the way a service is looked at, both from a customer perspective and a service provider perspective. All human activity is directed towards achieving desirable results, so as to finally create or add value to various aspects of life or business. These results are achieved by performing some tasks and are subject to constraints. Broadly speaking, services facilitate outcomes by enhancing the performance of the tasks and by managing constraints. The result is an increase in the possibility of desired outcomes. For example, we all want to have a healthy body and mind, which is the desired results. This outcome is dependent on a lot of activities one has to do. For example, eat healthily, exercise, take proper rest, and so on. And this is subject to a lot of constraints. For example, the availability of healthy food, and so on. The desired outcome can be facilitated by other parties, for example, doctors. The doctors will evaluate your current condition and recommend change in activities. For example, doctor can suggest to eat less butter, use refined oil, and so on, or help one manage the constraints. Doing a bypass surgery, if required, is an example of managing constraint. Other common examples of services are postal services, so that you don't have to travel or worry about traveling across 7 seas to deliver a letter. Coming back to a business example, let's say an online bookstore is looking for a place to store all the data related to its online book selling business. For example, books details, customer details, and so on. Or what in IT is known as database or storage solutions. Now linking it to our description of services, the desired outcome is online selling of books. One of the activities facilitating the outcome is storage of data. Now the bookstore is not specialized in managing storage as an IT service and therefore does not want to manage the associated costs and risks which could come from infrastructure, staff, facilities, and so on. However, there are organizations in the market that are willing to do that for a cost, commonly called service providers. Say for example, Oracle Corporation, who has specialized knowledge and experience in large-scale database systems, and the confidence to control the associated costs and risks. The bookstore agrees to pay for the database service provided by the service provider under specific terms and conditions. So to get back to the definition, the service provider, that is to say Oracle Corporation, provides value to the customer, that is to say the online bookstore, by facilitating, in other words, managing book-selling companies' database and its associated costs and risks, the business outcomes of which is selling books online. Just to clarify it further, in this case, online book-selling company is the customer, and Oracle Corporation is a service provider. Oracle Corporation is providing database storage service to the online book-selling company. So I hope by now you understand what is a service. Now let's understand the concept called service management.